Hi everyone, I'm Jack Pearce from Alfred G Pearce. As a business, we're trying to think about different ways to communicate with our customers this year, and we are running a number of projects, including this one where we're trying to bring some of the aspects of the business, and in this case our crops and the farming side, to you guys. So for those of you that are stuck behind a desk or in a factory, you have a better connection with us as a business and who we are and what goes on, particularly in this case crop quality and how the growing side works and how we turn what is in this field today into the products you guys see in your goods intake. We're here in one of our early main crop carrot fields. This field in particular, I think it's got a drilled hectareage of about 5.3 hectares, which, if I do my maths right, is about 13 acres. So I've just dug a small sample out of this field for us all to look at. When we dig samples like these, we mainly look for, firstly, size, which you can see in this sample. We've got a good length to the carrot, which adds to the yield, but also a nice crown size. Obviously for battening, we grow specifically, we try and aim to get a 40mm plus carrot. And we grow, because we grow ourselves directly for processing, we vary to the guys growing for retail in that we'll use a lower seed density, and that gives us a greater size throughout the crop, essentially just because the carrots have got more space to grow. But as you can see, this sample is good. Like, there's no skin defects. One of the main ones obviously is to look for in carrots is cavity spot, and there's nothing in here, and from, you know, we're nearly finished this field now and quality's been excellent. So you see the guys behind us, that's our lifting crew. They're done for the day. They've lifted 4 loads out of this field today, so they've had a fairly busy morning. We try and lift as early as we can in the morning to make use of lower soil temperatures, and so that the carrots can go obviously from here to go across a cleaner grader and loaded into a bulker, and then back 20 minutes up the road to our factory to go through. So, you know, we try and keep things as fresh as possible. For those of you that have never seen carrot harvesting before, I just thought I'd explain how we do things, because we do it slightly differently in terms of the technique we use and the process we use to those that are lifting for whole head or for retail. The main difference being that we don't want the top back at our factory, and you certainly don't want the tops in your soups or ready meals or salads. So we field top, so we take the crown off the carrot essentially, and we do that by having a topper that goes along with a separate tractor in front of the harvester, and that essentially slices off the first top part of the carrot. You know, it's a far more efficient way of doing it. We're not burning fuel with lorries taking stuff up the road, even though it's not far, but we're still taking it up the road to then have to top it in our factory and then dispose of those tops anyway. So we're trying to make things as efficient as possible. Then the harvester comes along that bed, basically scoops the carrots up gently. They go across a number of webs that take soil, and then there's also a belt at the back that will take any excess greenery that's been missed or left behind by the topper, and that will shoot it out the back of the harvester. And essentially what is being loaded into the tractor and trailer should be really nice, clean, soil-free carrots, like you saw with the sample that I just dug. But we actually then put them across a cleaner loader, which essentially is a larger version of what the harvester is, and a load of webbing belts that takes the soil out, and then we load them into a large bulker. And that is the most efficient way of us getting them out of the ground to our factory, and then they get tipped, washed, bang them through and out the door for you, hopefully tonight. For those of you that want to know about the outlook on carrots for the season, I think, you know, like I said, we had a dry summer. We irrigated to keep the carrots growing and to give them the moisture and the water they needed to grow, and I think that has been successful. We haven't got bumper crops, but we've got good budget crops, and importantly the quality's good at Elverden here, and it has been good in our early carrots on our farm over near our factory at Kings Lynn. And the outlook in the industry generally, I think people are fairly happy, but we still have a long way to go. So we've still got to straw in some places, and we've got to get through the rest of the season. And for those that are probably wondering, I haven't smuggled a badger up my coat. That is a mic. It's quite windy today, so yeah, I'm not hiding badgers up my top. Just thought I'd make that clear.